Okay. Hi, welcome to another episode of That's the Thing 2 Overture. It's episode 29, and it is Thursday?
It'll either
August
be
the
Thursday or
3rd?
Friday.
Okay. Either way, Evo, watch
Yeah,
it
it's Evo this weekend.
this weekend.
I'm gonna be watching it.
Hell yeah.
Should I do one of those less watch things? Like,
You're just not allowed to re-stream the actual footage. So it'd just be you talking.
nah. I mean, you
So I
okay?
thought,
We'll do. Like, I do think like for the top eights on like Saturday, Sunday, I'll probably like get on Discord if you guys want
yeah,
to watch it. It'll probably be like after 8 o'clock because like I watch TV with my dad in the evening.
that's fine. That's probably just gonna be like Street Fighter 6.
Yeah. But on Saturdays, there's stuff on Saturdays. There's usually
Yeah. Friday and Saturday both. They just earlier just announced there's gonna be a special match Friday between Haitani and Mina RD.
I saw that they're doing Mega Man 6 Battle Network tournament there.
Oh yeah. There'll probably be a Catherine side tournament.
Yeah. My friend Artemis is going there.
Ah.
She's going in for I know for sure like Street Fighter.
Yeah. I just helped someone pack to move to Vegas, and I was just like, perfect. Now I have someone to stay with if
Oh,
I
there you
go to
go.
Evo.
There you go. Yeah, so it's a good Project L's going to be there.
Yeah.
That game's very interesting from what I've seen. We can talk about that.
That's another one where, like, I think that game greatly benefited from Marvel Infinite coming out and Blaze Blue
M-
Cross Tag Battle coming out.
Marvel Infinite is like secret like we are I think I can safely say that we are on the Marvel Infinite defense force. Other
1000%.
other than like I can agree. I will agree that like that story mode was ass. Let's not cut
And it does look bad.
it is an ugly game. Marvel Infinite is a butterface. 100%. But Marvel Infinite's body is banging.
Yeah.
That's also true for Marvel 2, though. You look at that game
Oh,
and,
it's
like,
ugly.
they cut. Yeah, it's just
That stupid
reused
clown
sprites.
stage is the one of the ugliest fighting game stages I have ever seen. That stupid carnival, I hate it.
And it's not just reused sprites, they crammed so many things into it, so many sprites into it, that they also cut animation. So they're just like X-Men versus Street Fighter has beautiful sprite work. They do not have that sprite work in Marvel 2.
Yeah, but like, man, like like the way the Marvel Infinite gym systems worked is so cool because it makes you get so many like team building opportunities for garbage
Yep.
at like a low level. Because like I'll be I play fighting games at like a low level, a low to like medium low level, and there's like garbage you could do with like Soul Stone having two people come out, or just having like
Yep.
Reality Stone, and now I'm just putting garbage on the screen. Like, it's cool.
Yep. I love that they just decided people you have two characters and you have an assist.
Yeah.
Instead of, well, I picked a really strong assist character, but they're garbage when I have to actually play them. Like, nah, screw it. Now you got two strong characters, and then you hit a button, and now you got two even stronger characters.
There you go. Yeah, and I like that is to
What
say,
the raccoon
I
in
like
the
what
dumpster?
Project L's doing.
Yeah.
I think it's smart because like
Oh, also BB Tag's really good too.
oh yeah, I like BB Tag.
Yeah.
I think Blaze Blue Tag Battle may be like my favorite Arc System Works game.
Yep. It was the redeeming thing when
Yeah.
Ben Pack said BB Tag is the actual good team versus game that came out, not Dragon Ball Fighters that
I
younger
agree.
generation.
Like I had way more
Impact with
fun.
it.
I had way more fun playing Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. Like I'll admit,
Yep.
like with Dragon Ball Z Fighters, like I am not immune to propaganda of having Goku do Goku things. Like I can admit it.
What about 7 Goku's doing?
I am
What
not
about
immune.
Goku, and Goku versus Goku, and
I
Goku?
am not immune from thinking that is really cool for like a little bit, for like 30 minutes.
Have they added enough Gokus that you can have 6 different Gokus
Yeah.
fighting each other?
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, if you count
You can
Goku
do that,
Black
and
as
there's
a
still
Goku,
extra Gokus.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Like,
I don't count Bardock. Bardock's not a Goku.
like
That's true
no,
Goku.
I'm saying like you have there's
Yeah,
non-Super Saiyan
and
Goku,
Blue.
Super Saiyan Goku, Dragon Ball GT Goku, and Goku Black, and then it's like, do you define the fusions as Gokus?
Yeah, that's half a Goku. You know, you get both fusions. That's one whole Goku.
That's one. So you can have like five Gokus technically,
I
5
also forgot
Gokus and 1
Ultra
Vegeta.
Instinct, Ultra Instinct, and
Oh, there is Ultra Instinct. So yeah, you could do
Yeah.
5.5 Gokus in that match. But yeah, I think the League of Legends thing is really cool. I think it's actually a really smart idea to make it more of a tag-based kind of hyper game compared to like Street Fighter. Because like I think if the League of Legends was going for like the Rising Thunder more Street Fighter 6 thing, then you're kind of eating into that audience.
Well, no, you're doing the classic League of Legends things where you have to have somebody so you can blame them.
I think that's very smart.
Yep. Yep, that's
That's the exact
1000%
reason.
I think
what they're
that's
doing.
incredibly smart. I
It's
like.
not your fault you guys lost. It was their fault.
Well, it's like
Yes, there's-
they understand that like a lot of those games benefit from having duos, where and the fact you can have a duo in your fighting game, I think is good. I think there's elements there. I also think it's like like, oh man, it's interesting. I'm just in
Are
a
you
really.
two?
Oh, you go. You go.
I was gonna ask, are you gonna try the 2v2v2 mode? And
I did try it out. I think it's pretty cool. I just can't play MOBAs. Like, my hands do not like MOBAs. Like, I was getting, like, wrist pain, and, like, my reactions aren't very
Ooh.
good anymore.
Yeah.
That kind of game specifically, like, messes up my hands. And it's not exactly, like, computer game, because I still play like Teamfight Tactics and crap, and that's fine on the computer. I played a lot of computer games and it's okay, but like the amount of APM you have to do for a MOBA just it like hurts my hands. I can't do it. But it is neat. It's apparently really good. I'm torn about Riot and League of Legends because I really like League of Legends. It's one of those things on paper that's like really good. And I think what they're doing is smart, but they're not quite, like, finishing it. Like, I thought the Rising Thunder League of Legends fighting game was genius, but it's felt like it's been in development for, like, 6 years.
So long, it's been forever.
And, like, the Riot MMO, where I'm like, oh, man, I want to see... Like, I really want to see what the hell that's going to be. I'm curious.
Yeah.
But it's and then like all like the League of Legends side games that seem like they're in a weird tier.
I still don't know anything about any of those characters.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wasn't it- I know the one because they were in the TV show, and that
Oh
was
yeah,
it.
that's all. Yeah, like no, the TV show's fantastic.
Yeah.
TV show fantastic. It's probably the best thing
Ow.
ever made.
I'm like, that character's cool. I like him.
Yeah, but like all the side games are in this weird level of quality where I think they're cool and I would play them, but they're not like as cool as other indie games or other just get. It's like like
Oh yeah, there's like
there's a
what
bunch.
2 or 3 RPGs.
There's an RPG. There's like the roguelite with Silas, where he's like breaking out of Demacia, and it's pretty cool. It's basically like Pixel Hades, featuring League of Legends characters. There's like the Echo game, which is like like a Metroidvania fighting, like kind of like Hollow Knight sort of game where you're Echo and you're doing Echo stuff. And it's like those games are really cool, but like they're not cool enough for me to go like I would rather play something like they're not on my list of like Steam games. I'm like, oh man, that game looks crazy and weird. They're not weird enough. They're just kind of like solid. And League of Legends doesn't have like the cache of Warhammer 40K where I'm like, I'll play this game even though it's just like a mediocre game, but there's like a space marine in it, so that's good enough.
It's
I
an
need
okay
it.
first-person shooter, but I love the lore.
Like Bolt Gun is pretty good, but like it's like a decent kind of old boomer shooter, but the Warhammer parts, I'm like, oh man, those Warhammer parts are pretty good. Even though it kind of runs out of enemies and guns in the third act, it's a bit of a problem. That's my complaint of that game. I think it's like it needed like one more faction of enemies and guns, and then it would have been good. Also, it's a little spongy.
Also, they have an okay Left 4 Dead.
That's true.
Not great, but yeah, pretty good.
No, it's pretty good.
And
It's
and they
Left 4
also have
Dead.
an okay XCOM, which I'm like, yeah, I'll play
I
Demon Gate.
I think that Mechanicus is a very good XCOM.
Oh no, that's the better
I
XCOM.
think that's the like I think that one.
I'm talking about Demon Gate.
Oh, I haven't played the Damon Gate Chaos
Yeah.
Hunters or whatever.
No, Mechanicus is better.
I think Mechanicus is fantastic. Has a great soundtrack. I am looking forward to the Owlcats like RPG because I am playing through Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous and that game is really good. And if you just said,
Okay, I'm glad you finally said it, because every time I've seen Pathfinder Water, I just read Wizards of the Roast.
yeah, well that's kind of what's happening. That game's great. That game's like really good. I like basically everything
What kind
it's
of game
doing.
is it?
It is
Is it
a
like a
top.
Diablo?
It is a top down. I would say it's like a Baldur's Gate
Okay.
style, kind of like old school Dungeons and Dragons game, except it's using the Pathfinder system, which is
When you
basically
say old school, do you mean 3.5?
yeah. So
That's not old school.
that
Mm.
is old school. We're in fifth
Kevin,
edition.
there's literally a tabletop movement called Old School Revival that is like
That's like
advanced Dungeons
yeah,
and
that's like one.
Dragons.
Well, okay, but I'm trying to get just people like this game is like using the rule set of like Neverwinter Nights kind of because remember for tabletop stories like when Dungeons and Dragons went to fourth edition, a bunch of people didn't like it, so they made their own
Yep.
company, Paizo, and then they just continued on. So that's like the branch point. So like you're still getting.
Which I have to say, I think I like 5th edition more than 3.5.
Oh, I think fifth edition is fantastic. I think fifth edition
Like,
is super good.
like I think I like the old school revival stuff even more than that, but I think I will take 5th edition over 3.5.
Fifth edition's greatest point is that like it's harder to like mess up a character.
But see, like the old school stuff, like that's the point of the characters and why you have a stable of
Well,
characters.
it's kind of like in tabletop the whole point is that like the DM can like fudge numbers and do stuff for
Yeah.
your character whereas like the computer game will not do that.
Yeah.
If
But
you're
also like yeah.
making a dumb wizard and role playing that out and having it like kind of jankily work is great. But like
Hmm.
in
You
Baldur's
can't do
Gate,
that, Anna.
no, you dead. You will die. But yeah, like I'm liking Pathfinder. I think it's cool. Some people think it's woke, and I think they're stupid.
Anytime someone now says something
That's
is woke,
stupid.
it makes me more interested in it.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, they're like oh, it's so woke because there's like one of the characters you meet has a buff is like a lesbian with a buff half orc paladin, and I'm like, oh no, oh that's terrible.
Yeah, that's just the worst
That is
thing
the
I
worst
can
thing. Yeah,
imagine.
you know what I'm saying? Like, isn't that awful? The lesbian half orc paladin.
Listen, I can
Oh.
suspend my disbelief at an orc existing and that they can crossbreed with humans. But that she might be a lesbian?
And is hot. I mean, this is disgusting. It's, but no, it's cool.
How can she be hot and then also say she won't have sex with me?
That's not my fantasy realm. But yeah, no, it's cool. I like it. I like it, and to me, it's like all those go because they still put in all the evil options, and you can do some evil stuff. And I like it's fun. I like being evil. On my way
Are
to
you playing it waiting for Baldur's Gate 3, or are you...
I'm kind of playing it in lieu of Baldur's Gate 3. And I would honestly recommend, like, if you have that CRPG kind of like itch, and you're either nervous about like basically if you don't have the 60 to $70 for Baldur's Gate 3, or like me, you're letting it stew a bit so they can like patch out enough of the game breaking bugs.
Yeah. We'll wait for it to get fixed. That's a smart idea.
Like that's my feeling on those games is I give them a year. I give them until they come out with the quote unquote enhanced edition, because that's generally means safe breaking bugs are gone. Like that's why I'm playing Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, because it's the enhanced edition. So I'm like, okay, that means that they've probably fixed like most of everything. I'm not gonna get 20 hours in and then a guy doesn't spawn. It's like, well, now it's over.
Good job, you lost.
Yeah, but yeah, like I'm playing that in lieu of Baldur's Gate 3, and it's pretty good. It's like, as the budget alternative, it's still like a high produced one of those kind of games. I'm still liking it. Highly recommend. Also, apparently, like one of the big thing is like there's like super cool mythic paths you can choose. You can be like an angel or a demon, or the one I'm going for, which is Lich, because Lich has some really dope things you can do. Like, the thing that sold me is Liches get a spell called True Death, where you can kill someone and then raise them as a party member.
Oh.
So you could have like story character bosses where you're like, you're dead, now you're on the crew.
You're coming with me.
You're on the crew now. And I'm like, oh,
Welcome to the team.
that is great. I'm like, sold. But there's other stuff, like you could be like a trickster, like a force of law, just like a really strong dude. But it's good. It's a good game.
Oh, nothing better than just being a really strong dude.
Oh man, that's like really great. But
Artie,
it's like,
the world's strongest man?
yeah, you could be like Artie.
Yes.
Speaking
Coming
of
to
Art,
Nicktoons
Coming to
yeah,
Baller 2.
Nicktoons 2,
Yeah.
aka Nicktoons 1.0, because it feels
AKA, yeah, just the same problem that Overwatch 2 had.
I feel like Nicktoons 2 is like what Nicktoons 1 should have been. It feels like Nicktoons 1 was the early access where it had like no voices and half the characters, and it's like, okay. I don't know. I just like Nicktoons. I think I like Nicktoons better in theory than in practice. Like you'd think a game that has like Jimmy Neutron fighting Garfield would like activate my neurons.
Scratch some itch, but it just doesn't.
It kind of doesn't. I think it's just it's not either going freak pick enough, or maybe like the multiverses fiasco kind of also like soured me.
Yeah, those games coming out so close to each other, I'm just like, oh yeah, those are two different games.
Yeah. And I played a lot of multiverses before I kind of like was done.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Nicktoons, like the thing that Nicktoons, I feel like its biggest issue is that like for a Smash style game, I expect like being able to play quote unquote by myself to be satisfying, and I kind of know it's not going to be due to its budget.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like Street Fighter 6's, I think best thing it did was the World Tour mode, because that lets, like, at least for me, that let me like have a break, or like, okay, I could go here and goof around between going on to the battle hub for like 30 hours and then play like dress up for 20.
Are you
Also,
sure, Kevin, it's World Tour and not modern controls?
well, it's both.
Mm-hmm.
It is both. I do like modern controls.
No, it's really good that you can just pick up and jump in and have something to just jump into.
Yeah. And it's also part of that is due to like every game where like that means there's more population, which means there's like your actual skill-based matchmaking works, because it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
skill-based matchmaking doesn't work with a low population. It just doesn't. Like you're always gonna get like you're gonna get problems, but like if you have like a 2+ million people playing Street Fighter, then there's gonna be enough garbage that you're gonna feel okay. You're gonna get a real match, even if
Mm-hmm.
you're trash, which is what you.
You're at least gonna have some fun.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, okay, you're not just getting stomped into the dirt after waiting for 2 minutes, which is like the worst. That was like playing Tekken online. It was you'd wait for like 2 minutes to get a bad match and lose, and I'm like, well, screw this. I don't want that. I really don't want that anymore. I can't live that life.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think my feelings on Nicktoons is just like, eh. Like I don't know.
I don't care. And then I start looking at the cast too. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not invested in any of these characters. Like, I just don't care about them.
I'd honestly rather Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion.
That is a better choice.
Yeah, like you had like Billy and Mandy. But it's just, I don't know. I feel like the age of Nickelodeon has like long since passed. Like really long since passed. Age of a lot of cartoons. I don't watch many cartoons anymore.
Well, I mean,
Um,
there's. I was about to say Cartoon Network is gone, so.
Yeah, it's dead. It's a husk.
mm-hmm.
I did start reading a manga.
Ooh.
I started reading a manga, and that manga is Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yes.
Oh, it's so good.
Because
That's
like,
great.
because I was on my YouTube watching League of Legends VODs, and in the recommendation there was a thing that said new Gojo fight because the new season's out, and then that like activated my brain. I was like, oh yeah, I was gonna catch on back up with that. So I've started from where the anime season 1 left off, and before here I got to the beginning of Halloween in Shibuya.
Oh yeah.
Shit
Like-
happens.
Like the part where I left is where they explained their trap for Gojo, and I'm like, that's really basic but really smart. Just surround him with civilians.
Mm-hmm.
Just collateral damage. That's it. Just keep him there,
That's it.
and it's not even. It's just keep him there for 20 minutes.
If we hold them there long enough, we can get them.
It's not even. We just have to do our plan. Just keep him occupied for 20 minutes. Oh man, and that like before then you get that fight with like Megumi's dad and Gojo.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
I love
good
when
one.
they resurrect him, and it's like, oh, this, uh-oh. Him not having cursed energy has really screwed things up.
Yeah. Oh man, it's because he got that. And then it's just like that lady who was like, it's like, I want to create the perfect world. You got 2 ways to do it. Everyone controls their cursed energy, or we just kill everybody.
Yeah, no, it's yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, dude.
It's really hype. I like that. I like it. I I'm like, I love Gojo is such an idiot where he talks about like Digimon. That's how he understands
Yep.
what they're dealing with, like the immortal man. It's like, okay, so we can't have Skull Greymon. Got it. I'm like,
Yep, that's when he said that.
Yes.
It's like, yep,
The best.
yep.
Gojo is the best. He's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
he
he is.
like I'm gonna be real. He is my favorite.
He may be my favorite overpowered character ever.
Oh, he's great.
Are you the strongest because you're Gojo, or are you Gojo
Gojo
because you're the
Because you're the
strongest?
strongest.
When that dude was walking away and he said, "Go on, kill me," because that also makes a statement. I was like, "Oh, it's so strong."
yeah.
And Gojo couldn't do it. He's like, "Damn it, yeah, just kill me," because that also has a meaning to do it. He's like, "That's good." But yeah, like,
Also, the Kugisaki. God, I can never say her name right. Kugiaki?
you have to describe her. I'm bad with names in this.
Hammer
one, yeah.
Girl.
Yeah, I like her. Hammer
Girl.
time.
Yeah.
Her fight versus Mojito is really fucking good too.
I haven't. Is that coming for me or is that?
Yeah, that's coming for you.
Oh yeah.
Her fight versus the flesh soul shapeshifter guy.
Oh, she's gonna fight him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sick.
Mm-hmm.
I like the flesh soul shapeshifter guy. I like him a lot. He's an asshole.
Them fighting in the shrimp's domain.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Oh.
It's.
I love how they use that domain to goof around. It's so fucking funny.
I like the simple domain.
And then, of course, the final fight between Soul Guy and I don't care about the main character's name because I keep forgetting it because it's just Gojo.
No,
I care about.
it's.
Yes.
I like okay, so
I want to say Dingy, but I know his name's not.
no, because
Dingy.
Dingy has like more. It's weird because that dude, like, I like that guy. I like the main character of Jujutsu.
Oh yeah,
I actually like him. I think he's pretty cool for like shonen protagonist. It's just the problem is he's not as like memorable as like the like I know Megumi. I really like Megumi. I know Megumi. I know his name. I know what he's about, but I don't know the main guy.
Yeah, but yeah, you get to see his fight versus Mojito, and it's him and Toto versus him.
dude. Oh, Toto just pulling out the fucking. God, I love him. I love Toto so much.
Clapping is an applause of the soul.
Oh.
Yeah, he's great.
Oh.
I love
It's so
no,
great.
like the kid, like Jujutsu Kaisen is like, it's a standard shonen fighting show, but every character is great and the fights are really good. But like the plot wise, it's like very bog standard. It's just done like to perfection. I appreciate
I'm
it.
excited too. I like the next couple arcs.
Mm-hmm. I even like the plot for the Halloween thing. It's like, no, we have an entire elaborate ruse and plan, all to stop Gojo.
Well, yeah, because it's like okay, that's our plan. We just have to like, he's too strong, he's too tough, he is a loser, but oh man, it's great.
No, he's not.
Well, I think like you know what I mean. He's a goofball. Gojo's a goofus.
He's a goober.
He is a goober and a goofus. That's why I like him.
I love that child go. That fucking. Part of that.
My second favorite overpowered Gojo-esque character was the one dude in World Trigger who could see the future, and like everyone hated him.
Jim.
I loved that guy because he just kept doing like I felt. Oh no, you're roboting.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, he just goofs around and fucks around. But it's always to a point, and he won't tell anybody.
Yeah. It's like whenever the villain people or like the forces think they're getting one over on him, and he just agrees and does what they wanted, and they're like, shit. because he can see the future, which meant like us thinking we were super smart was actually exactly what he was planning to do. Like we thought we got one over on him, and he just agreed. It's like, damn it, that means he's winning. I like that guy. I fell off of World Trigger.
Literally the last couple chapters have been people in a room playing a video game against each other.
Ah,
And a lot of talk.
there we go.
I like when JoJo's did that.
Oh yeah.
That was good.
Oh, I love it when Jujutsu Kaisen gets to that part where it's 3 pages of a guy explaining what his power does with infographics.
Dude, I love power infographics. I am all about that. Like, that is like, okay, here's your weird, stupid power, and I'm gonna explain chapter whatever.
Wait till you get to Pachinko.
Yes, no, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Wait till you get to
God, it's so
Pachinko,
great.
Kevin.
Oh, yeah. So like, that's making me happy.
Oh man.
Well, like I ever wait for more Chainsaw Man.
Mm-hmm.
Chainsaw Man does not have that. Chainsaw Man is very direct. Oh man!
So it tells you what you're getting,
Oh,
which is, lining up in a karaoke parlor.
yeah. And then you're
with your
just having
baseball
the
bat.
fight from Old Boy outside.
Yep.
Just doing
so
it.
stupid. It's so fucking dumb.
I love it. It's. I don't care. Spoilers for Chainsaw Man. It doesn't matter.
Okay, it's the greatest.
Like,
thing.
Denji thinking to himself, like that moment where Denji's like, listen, I've really matured. I'm not going to fall for just some girl that's just going to try to have sex with me. I'm above it. I've matured. And it just hard cuts to him thinking that. And he's like putting the demon's mouth and he's like sucking on it. And she's just laughing at him. And I'm like, yeah.
He's like, yeah, that's what I would have said.
Yeah, that's what I should have done.
That would have been so cool, but I'm gonna have sex.
Oh, man.
He's so fucking stupid. I love him. Oh.
Like, to me,
God,
that is
so
like
great.
peak adolescence. Is I'm a cool guy. I'm gonna do the cool guy thing, but like you just don't do it. You're doing the dumb thing.
Oh my god. Oh, I love him.
Oh, it's great. It's good.
All right. Speaking of dumb people, aliens?
Aliens are not real.
They're not real, guys.
They are not.
They're not.
Because I saw like the whole thing. It's just like the testimony of like one dude saying there's aliens does not make aliens real to me.
No.
Like, cause they're, and my issue, it's like his proof was like, I heard some guys and I saw some papers. It's like, well, then where are the papers? If you claim that we have the alien corpse, we need to see that alien corpse.
Yeah.
Don't just say we have it. I can do that.
Yep.
You're basically saying like my girlfriend lives in Canada. You're giving us Schrodinger's aliens.
Actually, I like that.
The perfect thing to me was someone like when that was happening, they're like, yeah, all I can think of, and it was a clip from The Whitest Kid You Know, and it's a press release, and it's like we're confirming the existence of aliens, and everyone's like shocked until one reporter's like, does this have to do with does this have to do with the current invasion of like Afghanistan we're doing?
They're like, shit, you got me.
You got me.
You got us.
God, it's like my favorite bit. But yeah, no, it's what it is. Guys, don't be tricked by it.
Aliens are not real. Also,
the aliens they're talking about are not real. Are there aliens? Maybe,
Probably.
but they're probably not here.
I mean, there's probably some microbes somewhere.
Yeah.
But like it's the idea of like I've also heard the argument that if there were government documents about aliens, those would have been the one Trump would have like immediately tweeted and talked about first.
Yeah.
Dude, to get him out of like going to jail, of course he'd talk about aliens.
Oh, dude, he'd
immediately
in a second. In 1 second.
I take it back. Just to like brag on people.
No,
there's aliens.
We have footage of him bragging about like invasion plans. What would you rather have? Like a possible Iran invasion plans or aliens?
Also, he already talked about his Space Defense Marine Force, so of course he would have talked about the confirmed aliens.
Yeah.
And why we need them.
Yeah, like it's like people, the X-File. I love the SCP Foundation, but the reason why it's fictional is because real life bureaucracy is not very good. Secrets don't stay secrets. You can't do it.
Yeah.
You just can't. There are no secrets. It just doesn't work that way.
Nope.
Listen, we all wish that we can see,
Oh God, I wish.
some big-tittied alien woman that comes down.
Yo,
But
I will
guys,
be.
it's not real. Come
I'll
on.
be 100% real. Like every day, I am hoping to see like a monster or a ghost, and not like a hallucination night terror. Like I'd be like, oh, thank the Lord. Like if I was walking around and then I get sucked into the domain expansion with a cursed spirit, I'm gonna be like, oh, thank Christ. Oh, oh, that's good. I see Volcano Head Man. I mean, I'm gonna be instantly killed,
Oh yeah.
but like, there's that brief second of like, oh, that's good. That's a good feeling. And then I'll poop my pants and die because it'll
Yeah.
blow me
I was
up.
just. Oh wait, no, those are. It takes something at Volcano Man level for you to actually be able to see it.
Yeah, like it's not like the miter ones.
Yeah.
That's why all the people were like, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah.
You don't see like you don't see the Yamishiba eyes. I did like during the fight where like they whipped out the scissor lady against Megumi's dad, and he's just like, "You're not my type," and then
Yep.
beat her up. I'm like, yeah, that's like a direct like appeal to my sensibilities. Just beat up the ghost. I think that's also like why I like Jujutsu Kaisen and also like to extent like Yu Yu Hakusho and stuff, where it's just like just punch that ghost.
Yeah.
Just punch.
Go
it
beat
in
up
the
that
mouth.
ogre. Kill the, just punch. Powerbomb those yokai.
You ain't expecting this one, cursed spirit.
God,
Just a shot to
dude.
the gut.
The first episode of Garo Vanishing Line, where he just Izuna drops the thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's how that show starts.
That is like the first like 2 to 3 minutes of Garo Vanishing Line are like peak middle school wish fulfillment, because it's like you're like beating up a monster made of tits, then you power bomb it into like a car, you walk to your talking skull motorcycle, and then get a hot babe to ride on it with you. It's like, I'm like, that is like literally everything child Kevin ever wanted to do. It's actually, I'd say that's most things adult Kevin would ever want to do.
Seriously.
Except getting that beef. I don't think he could do it.
I don't even need to survive the Azuna drop portion of it. If that's how I get to die,
Oh,
then
that's
it's
so
a good
rad.
death.
But yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen. Very cool. Big fan.
Yeah, it was good.
Thank you, YouTube recommendations, for showing me that someone uploaded a fight scene to remind me that that manga exists.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it. It also feels better to like, I think I'm going to consume it the proper way of I'm going to like read the manga and then watch the YouTube fight scenes of like, all right, how did they animate this fight scene? Because they did animate.
It's Mappa, and it's apparently the good team at Mappa.
Oh, it's really
too.
good. I did watch the full fight scene of Gojo versus Megumi's dad. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They drew him putting that little knife on the kunai with chain and swirling it around and trying to heal. That looked sick.
What? There's someone on Twitter I follow who just like retweeted a Fujo talking like this season of Jujutsu Kaisen. It's like Gojo and Suguru and like Megumi's dad. Like, oh my god, I can't handle. Like, stop. Too much.
They're great.
Yeah.
Then you get to reveal that like the mecha guy. Oh god, he's hot.
Yep.
After he gets I like that. Good shonen fighting shows. Big fan. I like that shonen fighting energy. I also watched like Totally Not Mark's Dragon Ball Z review. I had that on. He's going through it. He's just talking about how good Dragon Ball Z is, and I'm like, he's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're right.
Good.
Listen, I'm rereading it right now.
It's really good.
Yep.
Okay, so here's the thought process. Like what is your favorite? I think everyone's talked about this. What's your favorite arc of Dragon Ball Z? There are four
Yeah,
sagas.
Cell Saga.
So you say Cell. What do you say, Drew? Is he thinking?
I say Namek. I think I say Namek.
See, like,
Because I think it's just a, like, Saiyan into Namek, does that count? Or is it...
No, I think, like, Saiyan Saga ends when Vegeta blast off. Namek ends. I count the free. Like, my favorite
Namek
part.
starts when Goku is in the hospital.
Yeah. Like, my favorite part of Dragon Ball Z is when they land on Namek and before Goku gets there. When it's like Gohan, Krillin, and Vegeta doing stuff. That's like my favorite part. But it's either like I'm torn between Namek and the Saiyan Saga, because I really like a lot of the bits of like the first part of Dragon Ball Z. There's a lot of cool stuff. But I think Namek might have to go with like Namek into Frieza, that kind of deal.
It's just, I really like the reveal that Goku is an alien. And Piccolo is an alien.
Yeah, they're both aliens. Piccolo, who is clearly an alien, is an alien. He's a green man with antennas, and it turns out, yeah, he's an alien.
Yeah.
What was they called? They called them demons.
Yeah, they called them demons.
Like,
but yeah, like I like it. I think I like Frieza as an antagonist a lot.
Yeah, I think Frieza's
Very
the
good
best
antagonist.
antagonist in the series.
Because he's like the exact opposite of Goku.
Also, that Toriyama, like, said, no, real estate barons are the worst people in the world. And that's like, the main villain of the series. Like, no, he's not wrong. He is not wrong.
Like, and even though, like, Cell Saga has some extremely hype moments.
Uh-huh.
Like
narratively, it all comes, it has very satisfying.
Like, and it's hard because like my favorite part of all of Dragon Ball Z, all of it, is, I know I said I really like that part with Vegeta, but the coolest moment in all of Dragon Ball Z is Trunks killing Trunks killing Frieza in like 2 seconds. Because it's the fact that you hit the whole Frieza saga, you hit all, like, how much effort it took to take down Frieza, and Trunks just does it in like 1 episode. And you're like, oh, it's so cool.
He turns Frieza into a jobber.
Yeah, he just cuts him up and boom. And it's like, yeah. Like, there's, and I actually, because it got me thinking about like the Boo arc, or I think Boo is the worst part of Dragon Ball Z.
yeah.
But there are still like good moments in it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like everything with Mr. Satan in the Boo arc. I think like that is the best part.
Mr. Satan.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's Mr. Satan, the fraudulent hero, actually gets to be a hero. And not through like fighting, but through like his kindness. And also it's
also the like moment where Boo just fixes that kid's eyes.
Yeah, well, because Boo is not bad. No one.
He's not evil. He's
been treated.
A child.
He's naive, and he's kind of been treated and told to do that way. But like, if you're nice, he's like, like that part I really enjoy. I also like a spirit bomb actually working for like the final attack, because the spirit bomb like has never worked.
Listen, you queue up that and you play Superman at the same time, and it lines up really well.
Yeah. Which Superman?
Goldfinger.
Okay, good. The good one.
Yeah. No, I'm not. No, what? Kryptonite?
That's what I thought you were saying. I'm like, I don't know,
3 doors
Drew.
down? No, get out of here.
I was like, are you sure? You sure about that? We're not in that level of AMV.
No, God no. Listen, the Takamura queues up, and
Oh, that's great. That was beautiful. There's something about like that old like there's like
I still try to find some like old ones occasionally.
but okay, so there's like this kind of graphic design that
Oh, I
I
thought
can
you were gonna say A and B.
well, it kind of goes along with AMV. It's like the same sort of era, but I will describe it as like anime forum signature. That
Yeah.
like really even like I like it appeals to me on like a primal level. Like where they have like that picture of, like Naruto and there's like 20 filters on it. It's some banner and it's like
Yeah.
my darkness is my power and my brain goes like
Like at least 3 different clashing fonts.
yeah, there's like
It starts out with a black screen with a very what was it? What was the Windows
oh the
editing
windows
thing?
yeah, like the text. But it's just like you know what I'm talking about, like that forum signature
Uh-huh.
or like
Yeah.
that
Oh,
MySpace
man.
banner, and it's like here's like a cool picture of Sasuke or like Goku, and it's
Yep.
and my brain like I am I am like that does something for me whenever I see it. I'm like, oh man, that's so cool, and then I'm like, no, it's not.
Not at all.
It's not cool at all. It's kind of dumb.
It's cool for this 1 second, and then you're like, oh wait, no, this is dumb.
No, it's but I really I like it. I think it's part of it. It's the nostalgia of going to like Naruto forums and arguing about like jutsus.
You know what also made AMV so good? Is you had to wait for them to download.
Oh, you gotta wait.
Like you put in the song in the anime you want, you get a list, you pick some, and then you gotta wait.
It's also like the AMV is the primal urge of like whenever you listen to a song and then you think in your head like, man, wouldn't it be cool if like Goku was there. Like I mean that's like the crux to me. That's the crux of anime music videos is you're on the school bus and you're either listening or you're thinking about like, man, wouldn't it be cool
Uh,
if like Naruto and Linkin Park was going on at the same time.
the lizard part of your brain.
Yeah, no, that is the lizard part. The lizard part. It's like, oh man, when they're talking about the darkness inside, what if he was talking about Kurama, the nine-tailed demon fox? And you're like, ooh, what if he was?
Yeah, that's like poetry.
That's like peak cinema. Peak cinema of Yusuke Urameshi getting his hair growing out really long.
Yeah. The Kids Aren't All Right, featuring the cast of Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I'm saying there's something to it. It's pretty good.
Uh,
No, that's what I've been thinking about. Thank you, anime.
Yeah.
Not even, is there any like so like I've been watching like because I am anime boomer man, so like it has to be really good to pierce through my defenses. Is there any hot new animes going on that would pierce through my defenses? And it can't be just good quality. It has to be like highly targeted.
the
Vinland
new
Saga?
Slam Dunk movie.
Oh yeah,
What?
you're not seeing about
The,
that.
the new Slam Dunk movie.
Oh yeah, I should I get into Slam Dunk?
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
It's
Slam
been
Dunk's
on my
good.
list for a while, and I just haven't.
Because I do like sports manga a lot.
Like, I've been reading Kuroku's basketball because it's on the fucking app, but it's not actually that good.
I
But Slam Dunk is apparently good.
Slam Dunk is the champion Joe of basketball animes.
I heard that like well, it's because it's like the vagabond guy.
Yeah.
He just made like a basketball manga instead of being about like Yoshi whatever.
Nobunaga.
No, it's not Oda Nobunaga.
Mumoshi. Fuck.
Yeah, the dude.
Miyamoto.
Musashi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Oh wait. Speaking of that, you can watch the new season of Baki because now it's time to get into the stupid arcs.
Oh, is this the one Pickle
But
shows
I hate
up?
Baki.
Baki does suck, but it's also really stupid.
Baki is
fun.
incredibly stupid. Baki the Grappler may be one of the most dumb shows I've ever watched, but like I completely enjoyed because it was like just like there's.
It's like the only way I watch it is with a like perverse fascination, like the same thing of watching a train wreck in real time.
Like, I honestly would say Baki the Grappler has a lot in common with Tamers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of how the artist, like, grotesque and amplify the biology. Except with, like, Tamers, it's just butts. And with Baki, it's just, like, everything.
Muscles.
It's like weird. But it's, like, I was gonna say, it's like, you read Jujutsu Kaisen and like Chainsaw Man, and they're doing like some ridiculous power stuff, but I believe it. But like Baki the Grappler, like my suspension of disbelief is like on the verge. Where like a man does like, behold my like muscle power, and then I visualized my joints had more joints so I could punch you harder. I'm like, that's just stupid. You're just stupid. The guy gets his hand blown off, and he goes, haha, you idiot, now I can stab you with my broken bone punch. I'm like, that's dumb. You would, like, die. And then
But then you, like, bring it up like it's, oh, yeah, no, this is very scientific, and here's these these instances that happen. It's like, that's not real.
That's not
real. Don't bullshit me.
I believe magic more than by saying that, like, the endorphins are released during ejaculation give my heartbeat to go 38% more power, so I have to, like, cum punch you. It's like, no, that's dumb.
That literally sounds like something they would say.
No, I'm saying that's like
Holy
what Baki
shit.
the Grappler is. It's like I have to orgasm every time I punch to make it hit just a little bit harder because the blood flow.
That looks like you're out of piss. How are you going to
escape this tetrahedron?
It's so stupid.
It's just dumb.
Oh man,
Love it.
There's still nothing dumber than we found a guy frozen in ice, and now we're going to thaw him out and punch him.
Yeah, we gotta fight. Fight the primeval man.
Or spoilers for the next arc. We found the DNA of Miyamoto Musashi. We made a clone of him, and then we brought a psychic in to put his spirit back into the clone's body.
It's so stupid.
It's so dumb.
Like Baki the Grappler feels like what happens when like a regular sports manga or something like goes off the rails and continues. just beyond, like, because you're seeing like the snake shot in Prince of Tennis, and like that's bullshit.
Yeah.
But this is just like there's something like
one stage beyond.
Yeah.
It's like stupider and grotesque that somehow makes it like work even more. Where it's like I don't know. I think it's just like the physicality of it. Just weird.
Anyway, that just dropped.
Yeah. They're doing.
You know what else?
Oh,
you know what's dropping later this month?
What's that?
The full song for Planet of the Bass. Have you guys seen this like music video clip?
Hold on.
No, I
Let's take a look at this.
Oh my god. Okay, someone posted this to Twitter, and the man captioned.
Oh wait, hold on.
Can you post it?
Is it that guy that's been going around?
Yeah, it's that guy that's been going.
Is that the one that's like this is every
piece?
Yeah, every Euro dance
okay,
song
I know what
in
you're
the
talking
90s.
about. I've seen it.
Oh my god, I've had it on loop so much.
I love it so much.
The full song drops the 27th.
Okay, now
God.
that's different. That's different. Now I understand. Oh man.
Oh, God, it's so good. Like, everything about that has just made me want to watch Triple X.
To me, everything about that, like I was mentally brought to staring at a Dance Dance Revolution machine. Like just that, like every word they said, like I was there in the domain expansion. Where it's just me, and I'm looking at like a DDR machine in like a dank convention center, and that's just going on. Like,
I love that.
oh man, I'm
Like,
Life does never die. Women are my favorite guy.
yep.
because it was always like a
want some
woman
more,
singing ethereal
Tell the world
voices,
to stop the war.
and then some guy going, "Yeah, we are doing it."
Electric.
Fuck, dude.
It's
I
such
wish
a
I thought-
banger.
I saw the memes and stuff. I'm like, this looks stupid, and then you hear the song, and I'm like, oh shit, never mind. This is great.
Yeah, like I kept
This is
seeing
amazing.
kept seeing the
This
memes,
is
and I'm like, what
Baki the Grappler, stupid.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very. They said this was like of a very particular time and place. Like to me, this is like the.
Yeah, like Baki the Grappler.
Yeah.
Nah, okay. I'd agree with that.
So the 21st is what you said.
What did you think about that Castlevania Rondo of Blood trailer?
Yeah, I mean, I'll still watch the show because it's probably the only quality show on Netflix right now.
I don't know. The British Baking Show still exists, Nolan.
Not after that the Mexican episode.
No, that's even better.
I'm like I don't want.
Part of the British baking experience is whenever they have to deal with like not even an ethnic dish. Like there's one where they tried to make pretzels and they just couldn't do it. Like they didn't know what a pretzel looked
They're like, what do they look like?
Well, they couldn't
tie the
spin them
knot.
around, and it was like struggling. That's like the appeal. Oh God, what happened? Oh, don't switch audio devices for the love of God. I didn't move my mouse.
There's
for
also
like...
one where I.
Okay, we're good.
Oh.
We're good. We're still fine.
Another great one is when it turns into like, oh, it's like, for the first challenge, I made this dish. And then the mystery challenge is that dish. And it's like, oh, all right then.
Yeah, she won. She cruise controlled the victory.
Chedna's so good.
But yeah, no. I'm saying, like, I also, so my dad and I, we watched the Arnold, we were watching the Arnold show, the Fubar show. It's okay. Like, it's just the plot of True Lies, except old. Like, it's Arnold is a spy hiding it from his family, except this time his daughter is also a spy, and shenanigans ensue. Kind of like in the movie True Lies. But kind of they're old now. Tom Arnold showed up to make it extra clear that this is just what they're doing. They're just doing like True Lies. It's okay. Better than I thought. Better than some of the shows I've watched. I did watch. Okay, because I'm just kind of going on for like our last little bit. I watched
Barbie.
Oh, how is Barbie?
The highest praise I can give Barbie is, if you didn't know better, you would think it was directed by Edgar Wright.
That's a pretty high praise.
Oh, that's high praise.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that movie is a banger.
I only watch movies when they hit streaming services, which is why like my next upcoming movie is gonna be like the Mario movie.
Oh yeah.
On Peacock, because my dad has Peacock to watch soccer.
Just for that.
Basically, yeah, just for the Premier League. It's really good.
Yeah, go watch.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Go watch Barbie. Don't watch Oppenheimer because it's very disrespectful to the Japanese.
It's also 3 hours long. I don't watch it. It takes.
Oh no, yeah, it's rough.
No, like I don't like if I'm gonna. Basically, like my feeling on Oppenheimer.
Also, Cillian Murphy's a goofy-looking guy.
if I wanted, I think I'd rather just read the book. If I'm gonna read, I would read a biography of Oppet. Apparently, my dad did. He said it's
First of
pretty
all,
good.
Drew, it's Cillian Murphy. Okay,
I love chili.
Oh man, Chili's.
that's also no, that's also wrong. I just love fucking his name up.
Sicilian Murphy?
I like that one better. I like Cillian Murphy better.
I also on Peacock I watched the final Psych movie where Gus gets married. It was good. It was really good. And it's kind of like there's like a meta narrative of like the guy that played Lassiter and Psych had a stroke and he couldn't be in the first one, but like through the second and third one he was actually like recovering and he came back to the films. And they kind of worked that in, and it's like immensely more touching than it would otherwise be. Like his subplot of like getting, like recovering and trying to get back on the horse, even though he's still having like a bit from his stroke, but he's the actor's like you're still there and you still mean stuff to people, and you're like, oh man, it's great. Also, they just like I feel like they just don't make shows like Psych anymore.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
I gotta go.
So later days, everybody.
Later days.
Bye.
Hey guys. Bye.